basically put Thanatos in a blender.
Sivi just has a much stronger advantage. Yeah. I suppose this is one of the. I suppose this then kind of becomes an exception to the rule of like whose terms are you playing on, because in neutral Thanatos has the advantage, but it's less of an advantage than Sivi gets the moment he wins neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you
I
can
will
see.
say, both these characters do like platforms. Like Thanatos is perfectly fine with being able to sit under a platform because he can cover that with up tilt. He can basically pester you into approaching with his projectile. But Sivi, on the other hand, he loves having platforms so he can extend his combos.
Yep, Tofu is just trying to space out these nairs right now, but he gets a throw now. But he gets a throw this time, and now he's trying to keep up that advantage, but Sivi's just a little too quick. We're trading blows a lot.
Yeah, I would say I can see it kind of as even. I'm just going from personal experience because I've heard everything from even to -1, which from my personal experience I did have some trouble against Banner.
Probably more of like a 55-45 then, because like you do have to deal with the big disjoints. Some of the bigger disjoints in the game, especially with that nair that just covers your entire body and sets up for combos.
I'm more thinking about that up tilt.
Up air. Those are also just gigantic tools.
Yeah.
Sivi has to don't get it twisted. Sivi has to work and work to get in on this matchup. It's just a matter of what happens when he gets in.
Oh yeah, it is so rewarding to get in against Thanatos.
Yeah, Sivi kind of the Mario of this game. Very strong like standard combos, and just speedy on the ground. Can kind of fight you from anywhere if need be. The only difference is, or the main difference I think, is just he is very much more focused on the close range, simply because his projectile is not typically as good, and he has a lot more options to cancel his attacks.
I mean, there are some combos that will use the projectile if you have down B fully charged.
Yeah, but that's for combos. That continues to work into that rushdown aggressive style.
Indeed. I'll say, if you do decide to use the new sticker, it is nice sometimes to just run behind the projectile.
Yeah. It's the neutral sticker, but I'm not sure how. It's the neutral sticker. I'm not sure how good it would be to kind of rely on that neutral sticker in a matchup where Thana could probably just kind of reach past it or jump over it and claw you from behind it. Maybe that's why Pete's just not using it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it does mean you are getting zoned out like quite handily by these blade beams.
I guess that is kind of what you could call it. I never thought about it that way. It is kind of like Cloud's neutral beam.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Catches roll, but he's not going to quite kill with back edge just yet.
Whatever. He's dead. PeteMcTee was almost dead there, but he had to stock up.
I swear people just want to fight me at this point. Anytime I try to say something, oh, he's not dead yet. What do you mean?
What do you mean by that? What do you mean he's not dead? There's a corpse right there.
Well, now that you say that, I don't want to play anymore.
That combo on the tech chase was clean.
And now he said, I'm gonna try land.
And now we're back to this.
Indeed.
Yeah. Probably the better matchup, but I don't know how. But I don't know by how much. Sivi, no matter what with Sivi, you're gonna have to work a bit. Sivi is that kind of character.
I had no idea what to expect going into this because I've never seen Tofu play. And Pete, on the other hand, I only really know him, like I said, from playing Derek and Cookie.
I've not seen Pete's Sivi ever before. If I've seen Tofu, I don't recall it. And this matchup in particular, and this character matchup too, I've not seen.
I've seen it a few times, and I've fought it a few times. This was one of my early demons when I started the game.
I see.
Yeah, if there were two characters I could never fight when I first started, Lan and Yuri.
I see. Well, Land's also just hard to fight,
Yeah.
particularly when you're dealing with those colorful stickers, which we're not really seeing a lot of out of Tofu. Rather, he's preferring to play the up-close game against Sivi. I don't think that's a great strategy. And we're seeing the unfortunate result of trying to play that very combo-focused Lan into mystery at close range.
Yeah, he's using Flowing Tornado Windblade, but he is trying to play a bit close range at times.
Yeah, the issue isn't necessarily that he's trying to play at close range. The issue is that he's doing it so aggressively, and it's allowing Pete to just strike back. And at the current moment, Sivi's aggression is just so much more of a prominent part of his game plan than it is for Lan, who is just a little bit slower, definitely much floatier. He has other tools that he could really use to his advantage against Sivi, and he's just not really doing so effectively. Maybe he's just not trained super well with the Windblade. He did say he was going to try Lan.
I don't say, we saw a moment ago there, Tofu kind of allowed Pete to recover from a very poor upbeat for pretty much free. Like, Pete went straight to the middle platform with his upbeat, and Tofu didn't really do anything about it.
Hey, respect the attempt, right? Like, this is... It's... I don't remember who said this yesterday, but it was said, how are you going to get used to a character if you don't put him through the blender?
Oh, yeah.
And here is the blender. It's called Sivi Up Air.
I still remember the blender of me trying to learn to play Tina.
The wall bounce is going to give PeteMcTee a huge advantage until he gets back thrown off the stage. But we're not seeing a ton of incredible edge guard from Tofu. He managed to get that, but Pete knows just how to air dodge out of that.
Yeah, I'm going to say I have no idea what I was saying about up close at the start.
Well, Pete's trying to definitely make the longer range style work, but he's just so... But it just seems like he's not really used to trying to play like the campy Lan. Pete just go... I have been hit by that so many more times than I can count back in like games where you can roll, where they just keep running forward and then I roll and they run directly into me and start just grab.
Yep. Well, it was unfortunate.
That's the roll killer.